welcome to the HMAR Mobile Tech channel. And this video today is very useful if for the first time you wanted to go pick up and purchase a battery load tester. Usually I see them around the 80 to 100 amp type tester for 6 or 12 volts from Harbor Freight Tools right here. And so this test here is a really good test to check the health of your battery to make sure that it has ample and sufficient amperage in order to start the car. And the biggest load that will be put on a battery is starting. So that's why it's a very important test. If your car doesn't start, you're not going anywhere. And if you go somewhere, you're not going anywhere again. So I want to show you how to do the test with this load tester here that I have from Harbor Freight Tools, and hopefully it'll make you a little bit better at doing these tests, or for your first time, you'll learn how to do it and you'll be a pro at it by the end of this video. So you'll want to make sure that your battery is fully charged, and what that means is roughly in the ballpark of around 12.5, 12.6 ideally, a little bit higher, 12.7, 12.8 as you can see on my digital multimeter here. If you look closely, you'll see here that in the 12 volt range is what we're looking for, and it shows bad. So we don't want to be there. We want to be somewhere between 800 and 400 for most batteries, okay? Now, if you really want to get accurate, you can look at your battery, and in this case, this particular battery here says 12 volts, 850 amps. The time that you want to know what your cold cranking amps are is when you're below 32 degrees in a cold climate. As long as you're near this 850, you're good. Even 800 is good, 750 is good, but you just want to make sure that you're somewhere in that ballpark. With the 12 volt load tester, negative connected to negative, you want to make sure you do this right. Negative connected to negative, positive connected to positive, and then I have a digital multimeter here just to show you what the voltage looks like. Now, we don't want the voltage to go really far below 10 volts. So if we're between 10 and 11 volts, while I flip this little switch here, there's a little switch here, and this will activate it, and then it will put 100 amp load on it right there, okay? And now you can do this test with somebody in a car. Outside you have a helper, and you'll turn the headlights on and crank the engine over at the same time. And if you have a digital multimeter, you could do this test. If you don't have a digital multimeter, then what you can do is you can watch the headlights. If the headlights never dim, that's a really good indicator that you have a good strong battery. So that's just another way you can do this test without having a 100 amp load tester. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to verify one last time that negative is to negative and positive is to positive. And then now watch the digital multimeter, and I like to do this test twice. So you just basically count to 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as you saw there, it never went really below 800. And if you'll recall, back to when I was showing you the top of the battery, it said 850 amps. And it doesn't say cold cranking amps, and it doesn't just say regular cranking amps, so I'm just assuming that on this particular battery label, it just means regular above 32 degrees, so cranking amps, CA. So that sums it up, and then also look at the voltage here on the digital multimeter, and look how it's climbing. And I'm going to reference another video on how to just do a basic health check, voltage check of your battery, and I'm going to leave a link of that in the description, and I'll also post a picture of it so that you'll know what it is and what to look for. You did a good job. Thanks for watching. See you next time.